Which one of us? What's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, what is going on? Welcome back to Carpet Time with Moda. Joined with me today, the Master of Sog. I have James. What's going on, baby boy?
What is up? How are we doing? I'm feeling good.
Yeah, we're spicy today. Spicy. Off some big ass fucking news. Two major straight today, right? I think the other one was today too, but two major game changing trades in the NFL. Obviously, we're going to cover everything else in free agency. Tay, was today or yesterday?
Yesterday.
It was? Okay.
It was yesterday. It was yesterday, but I'm not gonna hold that against you.
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, there have been, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 trades that have really just kind of shaken the landscape of the AFC to its core.
The AFC is the best division in football now. There's no
conference,
debate.
you mean?
Yeah, too.
That thing.
The AFC is the best division, the best conference. I said it again in football. And I get that the NFC is kind of supported by like 3 dudes, but realize that the AFC is stacked with all these young guns who are ready to ball. Deshaun Watson's back. Justin Herbert's here. Josh Allen's here. Fucking Pat Mahomes is here.
Russell Wilson enters the picture.
Russell Wilson is here. Why can't I speak right now? Am I illiterate? I mean, yes, but like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
It is electric.
A pissed off Baker Mayfield is just going to go right over to the Colts.
Well, we'll talk about that a little bit later in the show because obviously I have my Bake thoughts. I went on live a little bit earlier and kind of mentioned it, but
I heard the girlfriend was there. She supported.
Oh, dude, shout out Dom for supporting me. Get fucked, Zach.
Hey, I was at work. What do you want from me?
Have a job. Football friend. Whatever. Football friend.
Oh my god. Yeah. I mean, let's where do you even want to start? Should we start?
I would start about how bad I would feel if like my team like wasn't doing anything in free agency and like I mean, like the Browns have made a couple splash moves. Obviously, it was Amari Cooper, and then we signed a little guy named Deshaun Watson, who's a problematic dude, but he's a good quarterback. Traded for, and I'm not sober. But here's the thing: is like I would just feel bad if there was like a team that had really good success they could build off of, and instead they like hemorrhaged one of their best players and sign some players that don't really do too much anymore, and stuff like that. See, not naming names.
You're looking at the problems when you should be looking at the solutions. Ty Montgomery, game changer.
Ty Montgomery fixes everything. If Ty Montgomery makes the starting roster, I'll be blown away. Or the 53.
He's gonna. Who's their return man?
Oh yeah, Gunner's in Pittsburgh now.
Yeah, and they let Braxton Berrios walk away.
Yeah, he just got a 2-year deal in New York.
Yep, he did.
I don't blame him. That was a good move. I tried telling y'all. I tried telling at least Chris. I don't know if we were like as cool as we are now, but at that point, I was like, Braxton Berrios could be something legit. And then he was kind of like whatever on the Pats. He was ass. And then he became good on the Jets.
This is true. Really sad because, you look for a guy to basically just piggyback off of Julian Edelman and you picked the wrong one.
You backed the wrong ass horse.
Yeah, you did. I mean, I don't know how else to describe my mundane misery other than they spent last year in free agency. They made moves. They were a decent to good team last year. And now it's all coming down.
Like, I get that you can make the excuse that J.C. Jackson is, like, irrelevant because they're using a zone-heavy scheme. But he's not. He's really fucking not. Don't try to justify the fact that you let J.C. Jackson go to an AFC competitor, nonetheless.
Yeah, no, that one stings a lot.
I bet.
Not to mention they offered him the same deal, and he was like, nah.
Wait, did they really? I missed that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah, like 3 days ago, two or yesterday or the day before that, they came out with a report that they were like, yeah, they offered him basically the same contract. He was like, no, sorry. No, it's okay. He's just going to a defense that has Derwin James, Joey Bosa, and Khalil Mack. I mean, oh, and it's Asante Samuel Jr., but, whatever.
And Chris Harris Jr.
Keep going. Make me feel
I'm
even
sure I
better.
can.
Fuck me.
Who's that?
Who's
that D tackle they signed? That's really good too. I don't know. Anyway, that kind of sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you, Zach.
Yeah, I feel like the Browns of the 2000s right now.
Look, you're not in that bad of shape. Like, it's not like the Patriots are about to flip their fate to be mediocre.
No, but I mean, well, everyone else made ripples. You barely put your foot in the pond. Like, the Broncos traded for Russell Wilson. Like, they're an instant playoff contender. Instant.
You guys also made this whole deal about being like like you needed an alpha wide receiver and you didn't get anybody.
Ty Montgomery.
Ty Montgomery doesn't fucking count. You know that.
Yeah, he does. Shut up.
But like now you're gonna have to develop some rookie, and like I don't know. Like what do you do with
this? I'm just happy. I'm just happy that other teams in the AFC are making it at least a little more competitive and fun for me to watch, because I'm gonna be miserable watching Patriots games this year. If I have to watch Mac Jones pass a fucking, some scrub off the practice squad every week, I might end up like you after every Browns game from this past year.
It was a miserable run, dude. But everything's flipping around for James. Everything's coming up, James, baby.
I mean, I saw that trade. I was like, nah. I was like, it's another fake account. Like,
that's what I thought. I was like, there's no way. And I clicked on it. I was like, wait, no, this is Ian Rappaport. Like, this is a real thing.
Hold the fucking phone. What?
So are we just going to get right into the Watson talk then?
I mean, you might as well. We talked about the Patriots. Let's go to the Browns, and then we can talk about the rest of the AFC picture, and then branch out to the NFC.
All right. Natural. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to unpack with this Watson thing, right?
Most guaranteed money out of a contract ever in NFL history.
Yeah, you want to know if anybody has any questions on why he went to Cleveland? It's because we guaranteed him $230 million. Fully guaranteed contract.
Yep. Not a cent less.
Don't care how much you hate the city or whatever, you're going to go for $230 million. Everyone has a price tag. With that being said.
Mine's $17.
Remember when Drew said he would be a slot receiver for $30,000?
Oh my god, that poor kid would have that poor kid has already gone through enough. He doesn't use that to his body. Shoulder, leg, knee.
We can talk about that one in a little bit because it's another failure of a postseason or of an off season. But anyway, so here's my thing with Watson, right? Obviously, anyone who watches our stuff, anyone who consumes our stuff knows I'm a huge Baker guy. I don't hide that. So I'm sad. I think it was time, obviously, with the whole controversy, and I've spoken my thoughts about how if you're gonna break up with a dude, tell him that you're looking at other things first. Don't just like let him find out via the media. I think that's shitty to do to a dude that you just left out there while he had a torn labrum. So I mean that's an aspect. Other point of view on this is that we just acquired a guy who had 20 plus sexual assault lawsuits against him, or charges against him, not even lawsuits. We're still dealing with the civil shit. And somehow ended up being fine, which, wow, blows me away. But he is now my quarterback. So we're talking about the best quarterback on the Browns since Bernie Kosar. Cool. Arguably better than Bernie Kosar, but that's a whole nother debate. Here's my thing. And I'm talking to you, Browns fans, when I say this. You can't pick and choose.
Don't picture me here. I'm not here. Sorry.
I'm looking at the camera. You can't pick and choose when you want to be okay with sexual assault. Like you can root for Deshaun Watson as a player. No, because there's a point to this, but you can root for Deshaun Watson as a player. That's fine. Realize that he still had these charges and it still could be something, and we're just accepting that as a team. But you're also not allowed to ignore the fact that we have two dudes on the team in Jacob Phillips and Grant Delpit who allegedly were involved in this LSU cover-up of a sexual assault. Can't ignore the fact that Kareem Hunt kicked a woman in the head. I know it's a different thing. Same idea. You can't pick and choose when you want to be okay with stuff that's illegal because of the quality of the player. And that's my statement.
Facts.
Just saying. It's not a thing you can do. You like, it's fine to say, like, I'm excited for Deshaun Watson to be a Brown, but I also realize that he might still be a Predator. Like, I realize that is a cost of what we traded for.
Yeah. You paid $230 million guaranteed to that man. That is true.
I will say,
all that money.
It's just, it was genius fucking play from Andrew Berry. I know a lot of people looking at like, oh, we lost 3 first-round picks. Cool. Our team is basically set without those picks. It's not like we need anything dramatic. Like, yeah, we could have used a wide receiver. We traded a 5th-round pick, essentially, for Amari Cooper. Like, we don't need corner help for the next 3 years because hopefully we lock up Denzel Ward after this year. And we have Greg Newsome, who's coming into his own, and Greedy Williams, who's fine. We have all the assets we need for the next 3 years. This is our window. Ignore that hefty price tag. We now have the quarterback to make that happen.
It's true. I mean, you look at all aspects of the ball. Offensive line. Yeah, you let go of J.C. Treader, but I mean,
they have to think they have something there. I'm not sure who, but they have to think they have someone there.
Yeah. Running back.
Running back's fucking secured.
Yep.
I mean, our oldest running back is 26, and it's Kareem.
Yeah, and David Njoku's going to be fine too.
I know. We let like Austin Hooper go, who was like David Njoku, he's going to be all right, I guess. I mean, I've been waiting for that for his entire life of his contract. Fucking Harrison Bryant, I'm hoping steps into his own. Anthony Schwartz, Donovan Peoples-Jones, fucking Demetric Felton. Like, we have all these young pieces. It's all coming together. That's what you have to realize. We're set. We are in the position to head to the fucking playoffs and beyond. Be excited about it, but realize what we actually traded for. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
This is true. It's true. Thank you. Thank you very much for coming into the informational portion of Bota Sports. This has been a very serious topic, obviously. I mean, I don't really know how to go on from here as far as what your gut reaction is to this trade. I mean, obviously you're getting the player, but what's your ceiling? What's your ceiling?
It has to be Super Bowl or bust at this point. You don't trade 3 first-round picks plus a second-round pick plus a third-round pick, which is, I mean, an excess piece. You don't trade those types of picks, though, if you don't think you're about to make the Super Bowl. They made a Matt Stafford type move, and we're going for it.
Okay. So Super Bowl or bust for the Browns this year or next year? Or
like I said, they have a 3-year window to win a Super Bowl. If they don't, they failed this trade. Obviously, pending who the Texans get and whose career they ruin. But
true. Okay.
All right. That's realistic.
Yeah, no, I understand. Yeah. I mean, you're getting a guy that is still in the prime of his career in Deshaun Watson.
26 years old.
He has all of the attributes of a Super Bowl winning quarterback that you want.
Dude was winning playoff games without DeAndre Hopkins. Like, let's not pretend like he didn't go to the playoffs with Brandon Cook and Will Fuller.
League winners, but still.
But you get the idea. You get the idea.
Yeah, I do. No, I completely understand. It's crazy, and I mean, it's really hard because it just happened to kind of get a full picture of what's actually going to happen. What kind of connections they're going to have. But I mean, you already have one of the best running backs in the league, and you're pairing up an athletic quarterback like that who uses his legs and damages teams with his legs.
RPOs out the ass.
Yeah, that's scary. Scary.
The Browns' run attack is about to be fucking lethal.
I mean, not to mention you add a guy like Amari Cooper who lives off of just one-step route running fucking up the asshole.
And like I said, it's not like our tight ends are bad either. We know Deshaun Watson likes targeting tight ends.
Yeah.
Like we have good young tight ends. The key thing you could say when you're talking about any of these positions is young and young and young. And even better, Joe Morley of Joe Morley Sports and Warzone pointed this out to me. He said, like, I didn't realize this off contract details, but we only signed him to a base salary of $1 million this year. So if he gets suspended, it's kind of like no harm, no foul.
I mean, that's not terrible, but you still gave up all those picks.
That's fine. Keep it going.
Fair enough. All right. Well, I mean, you're not wrong with the boomer bust thought process here, because it's definitely boomer.
It has
bust.
to be.
Yeah, that's true. It's just really interesting to see, like, if are we even gonna see Deshaun Watson wear a Brown uniform? Like, are we gonna?
Yeah, I mean, yes. Like this, like let's put it in perspective. Like the most he's missing this year is 6 games. That's going to be a rough 6 games. But I mean, ideally, we can at least win like fucking 3 of them with Case Keenum. So
that's fair.
Move forward. But I think the bigger question of this whole thing is like, what does this mean for the Texans? Like, obviously, you get out from underneath this big contract. You now have picks to rebuild. And I mentioned this too on the live, but I said, this is where you want to be as a rebuilding team, where you have the identity that you know that you're rebuilding. You're not saying like, oh, maybe we're rebuilding, but like we're still competitive. Like, no, the Texans like, we are rebuilding. We got rid of this dude who was our quarterback. We have 3 first-round picks, a second-round pick this year, and a third round. Like, we are fucking in, dude. Like, fans, be ready, because the next few years are going to suck. But in 3 years, we'll probably go like 9 and
8?
9 and 8. Yeah, 9 and 8. Get ready. We're gonna have a winning season.
My God, we're only like 3 years.
Oh fuck! I didn't even think of this.
What?
I know you motherfuckers are out there. I don't know what your name is anymore, but I remember writing that fucking blog on Hampton Beach, and I was like, "Yo, Deshaun Watson should fucking leave the Texans." And guess what? He's mine now. He's mine. Screw you! I told you we should get out of Houston, and I was right. And now he's in Cleveland. Oh God, that feels good. Oh, I didn't even think of that.
I remember that article. Yep.
Oh, I got so much hate for that. I got so much.
You did. You got shit on for that. I remember. Yep.
Absolutely. Oh.
Yep.
Fuck, I'm wet.
Yep.
Oh my God. Let's go. I'm gassed up.
That's so funny. I remember that article. Yeah. Yeah, you did get so much fucking. Oh, this guy doesn't know football. Blah 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 blah. Like, whatever. Yeah, it was crazy. Crazy time. But well, I mean, from my neck of the woods, my perspective, my team not doing anything free agency to the Browns level of free agency moves. Let's expand our palette here to all of the AFC and just the ridiculous plethora of moves that have been going on, especially in the AFC West. I mean, the AFC West just said, fuck Patrick Mahomes. We here. Like, we are here. Fucking crazy.
I mean, so they do the whole like Fresno reunion, right, with Derek Carr and Devontae, which apparently Aaron Rodgers knew when he was signing that deal that Devontae wasn't coming back, which is bold on his part.
Yeah, that's
wow.
Yeah.
But they had to do that to stay competitive in a division that earlier in the year traded for Russell Wilson, and a little bit later on signed J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack.
And traded for Khalil Mack. Yep.
And traded for Khalil Mack. Like, they stacked that defense. The AFC West is such an unbelievably competitive division. the only thing I can hope for is that they don't cannibalize themselves. It's fair. It's fair. I was talking to Joe earlier about this whole Joe just said James seemed way more excited over Watson than he did whenever we talked about it. Yeah, I think I've not gotten over because Bake's still my man. I'm still rooting for Baker. But I've gotten over that hump of like, oh man, I'm sad. Just realizing that I can now shove this in every Houston fan page's face. I can slam that down on them, and it just feels so good.
You should repost that article with like an amendment on it and be like, "Ha, fuck you."
So if I was willing to go back through our 2,700 posts, I probably would. I don't feel like I have the attention span for that. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, it was a blog, but it was on like all the hate was on Instagram. That'd be worth it to go back through, but it's just like attention span wise, not gonna happen.
Yeah,
sorry.
Because
I already know the response. It's gonna be like, oh, LOL, I have real estate, or some stupid fucking thing because Houston's barely educated. That's what I'm gonna get out of this.
I was coming for the fucking cloud slide.
Oh, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling all gassed up now, bitch.
My God. Yeah. Anyways, the AFC West. We'll go to player movement, free agency, whichever one you want to keep. Ready? Say stop.
All right, wait. I'm gonna close my eyes. Go.
All right, go.
Stop.
All right, there you go. Player movement.
Player movement.
We will talk about the AFC West first before we move into other player moves. But yeah, I mean, fuck Houston. Fuck them. I mean, in general, the AFC West just made jaw-dropping moves. Like we said, Russell Wilson going to Denver, J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack going to the Chargers, Chandler Jones and Devontae Adams going to the Raiders. Like, we can't forget about Chandler Jones.
Yeah, I mean, let's not neglect Chandler Jones for what he is. I mean, he's still an elite rusher at his age. Like,
the most sacks since 2015, but who's counting?
The NFL. Good for them. It was a good trade, and they ended up getting Rock Ya-Sin, which is like a good move for both sides.
Especially they traded Yannick Ngakoue away, and it was like, all right, cool. Yeah, we got you, but like 2 times better.
Have you noticed there's been a lot of like 1-for-1 trades, which is like very weird for the NFL?
Yeah, it is strange.
I mean, like not Mac, whatever. Obviously not Russ. Obviously not Watson, but like Mac Wilson for Chase Winovich, 1-for-1. Yannick Ngakoue for Rock Ya-Sin, 1-for-1. Yep. Weird. On.
Yeah, I know. It has been strange. I have noticed that. I don't know why. I mean, it's really hard to evaluate talent and say, yep, these are literally the same people. You know what I mean? But
which I have another comment on trades, but we'll get to that at one point.
Yeah. But I mean, I probably won't. That's fine.
You definitely won't.
Yeah. Does it have to do with the Browns Patriots trade or the Shaq Mason trade? Yeah, Shaq Mason trade. Yeah, I know. Fucking terrible.
That was a straight up fleecing.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
There's no way around that. There's usually like a Belichick like get out of jail free card. Like, oh, here's a plan. Who the fuck do you see in the 5th round that's better than Shaq Mason?
I think he might have gone senile in between like the Super Bowl and free agency, and now he's just like, yeah, this is great. 5th round pick in my day. Like, really? Cool. Oh, who needs Allen Robinson? We got Ty. My day, Ty was the best name, Ty Cobb. He was a great player. Am I wrong though? Like, I feel like that's just what happened.
So I do think we gotta talk about this. I know you just saw it coming on the comments too. The worst trade of the offseason.
Oh
God. Joe's right. It's Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz is the worst player trade. I mean, like, how for some 2nd round picks and whatever. Like, I feel like the Colts undoubtedly won this, but beyond the fact that they just got the 2nd round picks, they also dropped the entirety of Carson Wentz's contract and the dead weight that is Carson Wentz onto the Washington Commanders. And the Commanders thought, this is a good idea for our rebrand. Let's bring in Carson fucking Wentz.
Yeah, new name, same knee.
And you know what? And I know my man Joe, I know he wants Malik Willis. I don't blame him. I swear, if Malik Willis is there at 11, I think, whatever Washington's picking at, and they just don't pick him up, I'm going to blow up your fucking DMs. I'm going to destroy it. The only thing he has to hope for is that Seattle goes for Baker. Because then, it moves you away from a quarterback for at least a year.
Fair. That would be interesting.
It would be something. I don't know if it would be good. I think it would be atrocious, but it's something.
Yeah.
God, I'm feeling good. I'm right now. I'm in you can't tell me nothing, James mode. I'm fucking ready.
Oh fucking Christ! All right. Well, we strayed far off the beaten path, but AFC West, obviously, like we said, a trillion times is fucking ridiculous. Do you see anyone dethroning the Chiefs this season in the AFC West? The Chiefs, the Chiefs did remain the Chiefs. They lost Tyrann Mathieu, or at least he hasn't signed with anyone, but I don't think he's signing back with the Chiefs.
He's not signing back with the Chiefs after they signed, what's his face? I can't think of who the safety they signed was.
Let's look.
Not Reed, right? Take a look. But we're gonna.
Yes, Justin Reed.
Justin Reed. Yeah, they're not bringing him back. Justin Reed's just the cheaper option. Not equally talented, but cheaper.
Yeah, and signing Juju Smith-Schuster as another fucking stupid wide receiver.
That oddly works out so well for them.
It does. Him and Jackson Mahomes at the games are just going to be fucking insufferable.
I did see someone mention this, that this was the perfect TikTok explosion, and that's why it's happening.
If I have to go on the internet and watch him and Jackson Mahomes and fucking his wife dance on TikTok because they won a game, I will just stop. I will just stop. It looks like James is on the phone, so I will ramble on continuously. In my opinion, I think that you're looking at a very, very close race in the AFC West. I think the most complete team right now is the Chargers. It's are they going to be able to not puke all over themselves when they're playing the Chiefs? They can beat the Raiders, they can beat the Broncos. Can they beat the Chiefs when it matters? And I don't know if they're going to be able to do it. I don't. Patrick Mahomes showed regression last year, and I just think that we're going to have a four-headed monster of a division this year.
It's hard not to see it any other way than that.
It's really, really close. Thinking about it like this, we're looking at how the teams are. The Chiefs are the team that didn't make as many moves. I would say they're net neutral in talent. Obviously, adding Juju to the offense, losing Tyrann Mathieu, but gaining Eric Reed is a slight downgrade. But thank you.
100% agree.
100%.
Wow.
Well, that's the thing. I think the Chargers are the most complete team. They were the most complete team before the season. And adding J.C. Jackson and Khalil Mack is, almost unnecessary. Almost.
Yeah, talk about J.C. Jackson, the fact that they already had a top tier secondary. You're just adding J.C. Jackson to that, and then Khalil Mack effectively doesn't remove the issue of your run defense being fucking dog, but it's good. It helps a fuck ton, especially if both him and Joey can stay healthy. That's great. You did it. You did a great job of free agency and offseason stuff. You win, Chargers. Nice job.
Yeah,
I still have Deshaun Watson. Suck my dick.
Yeah, Jay Herbo, though. They still kept Mike Williams. They still got Keenan. They're looking like a fucking horse this season.
Who'd the Patriots get?
They re-signed Matthew Slater.
Yeah. Woo! They signed fucking
Hi, Montgomery.
They signed James White to a $500,000 guaranteed deal.
Cool, great. He hasn't been relevant since 2016, so great, fantastic.
I don't even think he makes the final cut.
Who knows? I love James White, but like Damian Harris, Ramondre Stevenson, that's all you need. Thank you. See you later.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Yeah, thank you. This is yeah. I can't. All right, well, yeah. So I mean, I think that's it for my AFC West rant. As far as the rest of the AFC, I mean, there were substantial moves made. A lot of talent has been draining into the AFC. Von Miller back to the AFC. Who else? Let's see. Let's look at my signings page.
Mitch Trubisky to the Steelers.
Yeah, because he was in the AFC before though. You have Raheem Mostert coming over from the Niners. I mean, that's pretty decent. A pretty
Can we
decent
talk
addition.
about that? I don't quite get what the okay. I don't quite get what Miami's doing, and I know it's like I think either, it's a Shanahan thing. Sorry, what?
I don't quite get what they're doing either. Like as far as what with their additions, but I mean, I don't know. I feel like they haven't had a solid like running back in a while.
Hold that thought. Last comment on the AFC West and the Broncos. Joe Boast, I feel like the Chargers are either going to go undefeated or be awful like the last time they were amazing on offense and D when they were both number one, but awful in special teams. It's a good point. It's forgotten third of the game. I don't really know what they've done on that side of the ball. That could be a failure or a shortcoming on their part.
I mean, look what it did to the Packers this season. Sorry, Drew.
We'll talk about the Packers more in a sec. Let's just roast Drew.
Yeah, let's do it.
So, where were we? Oh, Miami. So I get that it's kind of like a Shanahan thing, and they're disposable running backs. Like I get that's how that works. But why are you going to pay for Chase Edmonds and then Raheem Mostert when you already had Myles Gaskins in there, who was fine considering he was behind one of the worst lines in the NFL?
Yes.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk again, part 2. Well, like, am I wrong? Like,
no, you're not. You're
If
not.
the Shanahan system works like that, then just draft some dude. Draft some fucking scrub. It doesn't matter. Get some athletic freak and undrafted free agency. Everyone obsesses over him for a year, and then he's irrelevant. At Elijah Mitchell.
Chase Edmonds to the Dolphins, same thing.
Chase Edmonds. I think Chase Edmonds is better than that, and it's unfortunate that he's going to end up in the system, going to get buried. Thank you again for coming to my TED Talk.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. All right, I have a couple of moves I actually want to ask you about because I'm on the fence about them. All right, OJ Howard to the Bills.
Behind this mic. Average.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Okay, you have Dawson Knox. I don't know why you need OJ Howard too, but that's fine.
Good complimentary piece.
Yeah, whatever. Hayden Hurst to the Bengals.
Average.
All right. I love how you are actually
reliable.
I love how you fit perfectly behind that mic. It's great. Let's see. DeMarcus Lawrence to the Broncos.
Unexpected. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. J.D. McKissick staying where he was after signing a deal with the Bills.
He wanted to be in Washington. Keep him there.
Yeah. Evan Engram to the Jags.
Trevor Lawrence doesn't pass to tight ends. Bad.
That's true. I like this. I like this little thing here. You guys picking up Jakeem Grant.
We needed a return specialist. C+.
This is fun. I'm gonna keep doing this. Let's see, who else do I like here? I already know how this is gonna go, but this is probably one of my head scratching ones. Christian Kirk.
Love that you went there. All right, let's talk Christian Kirk.
Yeah.
So I had to appear from behind the mic for this one.
Yeah, this
Here's
is brutal.
here's the tough thing for a team like Jacksonville, because like I was saying this yesterday, I'm breaking down the tape. Like the Browns were in the same position, the Jets were in the same position, but you can't necessarily attract people there just off of a culture. That's not like it's not like you have like a city that's like whoa, or like a culture that's like oh yeah. You have to attract people there with money. So if they wanted to get Christian Kirk, and for some reason they have a weird obsession with Christian Kirk, if you listen to the GM, all he's talked about is how like good, like who was it, Daryl Williams or some shit, the corner out of fucking LA that ended up going over there. When he was asked about him, he talked about how good he was against Christian Kirk. Like Christian Kirk is his fucking benchmark. So I guess if you think Christian Kirk's that dude, okay, pay him and get him there, because you're not going to get him there any other way.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Can Christian Kirk be a number one wide receiver, or are you going with Laviska Shenault? Like that's the thing. Like, what are you building there? Right.
Building some bullshit.
Yeah. Well, Jacksonville always be on that bullshit.
Yeah, I wish they did more. I think they would have been better off keeping Chark and keeping that young core. I don't even know if Chark wanted to stay at that point, but
who knows? He's in Detroit now, so
I don't know. I think they could have done more. I think like making a move for like Michael Thomas would have been interesting, but here we are. They got Christian Kirk. I'm sure he'll do well. I just don't think he's going to repeat the numbers he had last year, because garlic bread.
True.
Except not like garlic bread. He's more like parsley. Christian Kirk's parsley.
All right, fair enough. All right. So then let's go and let's move to the NFC before I ask James about some trades, because I want to see James behind the mic. Again, that's a good segment. I like that. James behind the mic. All right, so
as I disappear slowly behind the mic,
literally behind the mic.
To everyone who's watching this on Instagram, I'm sorry, you're not going to get any of it, so suck it.
Oh, I forgot. Right, I got to stay over here. Hello.
Yeah, you got to live in the corner. If you're watching this on Instagram, go to our YouTube. We're live right now, or go to our Facebook, or I don't know, YouTube or Facebook. Actually, that's the only other spots we're live.
Hello, I see you.
Yeah, Zach's here now. Oh, dude, I just saw that replay on live, and it looks fucking weird.
Yeah, it's
anyway, keep it going. Keep it going, damn it.
All right, keep it going. NFC, talent hemorrhage from the conference. Absolute talent hemorrhage. All the players that we talked about getting added to the AFC had to leave from somewhere, and that is the other conference. The redheaded stepchild in the NFL now.
Literally, if you're talking about Carson Wentz.
I know, seriously. The NFC. You added Carson Wentz, and you lost Khalil Mack and Devontae Adams, and I could keep going, but I feel like I have made my point already. Do you look at any? I mean, the Rams, sure, because they signed Allen Robinson. OBJ's out, which I fucking hate Allen Robinson. Like that pisses me off so much. So much, not just because he should have signed with the Patriots and would have been phenomenal. You're going to a team like you're obviously not going to what.
You guys are signing OBJ. I know it.
What?
Not official.
Oh fuck!
Put the pieces together.
We're not. I really don't want that. I don't want it. I'm all set. I'd rather have Jarvis Landry.
What the fuck does that mean?
It means I'd rather have Jarvis Landry. I don't know. I don't want OBJ. I'm all set. No, but seriously, like Allen Robinson, Robert Woods, and Cooper Kupp on the same team.
Not fair.
No.
I don't know. I don't get, if I'm Allen Robinson, like I don't get why I signed a 3-year deal there. I guess if you want to win a trophy, if you want to win a bowl, like sure, that makes sense. I don't know. And that might just be selfish, like on our part, thinking like, yeah, I want to be a Brown, or I want to be a Patriot, but like,
well, not even that. Like,
sorry,
he did say he wanted to win, and he's going to the team that just won the Super Bowl. So I mean, I guess it makes sense logistically like that. I don't know, like,
fuck it.
Do you feel like that's a team that's going to be able to win 2 or 3 more Super Bowls in this window?
I think they got at least one more in their blood before that 3-year deal's up. Here's something I'm gonna say, and this is my new James theory. Okay,
All right,
Allen Robinson is only good with bad quarterbacks, so he's going to be awful this year.
That's fair.
He needs a Blake Bortles. He doesn't need a Matt Stafford.
That's a good point. He balled out with Blake Bortles.
He didn't do well with Justin Fields, which means Justin Fields is a future MVP.
All right, fair enough. I mean,
thank you for coming to my TED Talk Part 4.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ! If it's oh my God.
Yeah, spot the fucking lie. Tell me I'm wrong.
No.
Oh God. Oh Jesus. It's wrong, but I want Stafford to get injured with how the Rams been making moves. Super teams piss me off, especially having cripple Wentz.
Oh, that's a lot to unpack. I mean,
what do you respond to that with? What am I supposed to say to that?
I don't know. Cripple Wentz is brutal. That one got me.
Cripple Wentz is fucking good. Yeah,
that's funny. I mean, looking at the NFC West, which was, we looked at as the powerhouse division, which is now transferred to the AFC West, same division. What's up?
Hi, Sports Dude Hines Show. Thank you for stopping in. Appreciate
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, what's left of this division is the Super Bowl winning team and like everyone else, I guess. Kind of whatever's left of the Seahawks.
Dismantled Seahawks.
Yep. 49ers who still haven't decided on Jimmy or Trey Lance, and
they've decided. They're just waiting for a couple pieces to fall.
Fair enough. And the Cardinals, who, I mean, I don't even know what to say about the Cardinals at this point. I mean, they show up in the regular season for 8 games, then they poop their pants, and they go to the playoffs and suck. So, I don't know. Like, it just, in 2 years, everything turned right around.
And that is weird because we were talking about this being the best division in football, and now it's the AFC side.
Right.
Like that's insane.
Yep.
We were talking about a division that had Russell Wilson, Jared Goff at that time, Kyler, and Jimmy being like the best division in football. And like the 49ers were bottom feeders.
Right. Yeah, but now the best division in football has Justin Herbert, Derek Carr, Patrick Mahomes, and Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame because I want the AFC North to be the best division in football, but I feel like, and this sucks for him because like before the Steelers could at least use the thing that like, oh, well, Mitch isn't as bad as Baker. But now he's like, Mitch isn't nearly as good as Deshaun Watson. Like, who's the worst quarterback in the AFC North now? Is it
One
fucking
of these
Lamar?
Things is not like the others.
Yeah, but like, is it Lamar the like third best quarterback in the division now?
Yeah, he is.
And that's like not a bad statement. Lamar's still solid. Like despite that injury,
Lamar is solid, but he's shown his glaring flaws and where his game just lacks, and that is being a pocket passer. He can't be a pocket passer.
That's a whole nother discussion. But
yeah.
What do we got next?
NFC North. You want to go right to the Packers?
Yeah, let's just trash on Drew. Welcome to Trashing on Drew with Zack and James.
Welcome to whatever I'm doing here.
Welcome to Forced Blackout. Oh, never mind. I probably shouldn't say that. Never mind. Can we say something else right now? Can we fill the silence? Can we say anything right now?
I'm going to let you fill the silence. That's on you.
Okay, so the Packers have had a rough go this year.
I would argue they had a worse offseason so far than the Patriots.
I would say so. I mean, they brought back the wrong Smith.
That's true. They did.
Fair. Packers make me feel better about being a Washington fan. I guess that's fair. Washington also hemorrhaged a fuck ton of talent. I know you and I talked about that.
Yeah.
Me and Joe. So they brought back wrong Smith, who then ended up not going to the fucking Ravens, which is a blessing in itself.
Thank God.
Devontae doesn't come back. Aaron Rodgers signs a super deal, which is basically, I do feel like is a little bit of a time bomb where one thing goes wrong. This dude has another season where he's like, whatever on it. And Aaron Rodgers blows it up. And then the Packers have $100 million in dead cap next year. Who else? There was someone else they let go.
I mean, not that it's consequential. Equinemius St. Brown.
No! That was over dramatic. No one gives a shit. His brother's better.
Well, yeah,
actually,
no
both of his brothers are effectively better than Equinemius.
Who's the other?
They have another brother, I think, at USC as well, who's really good.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Terminations. Let's see. The Packers.
Here we go. Get ready.
Zadarius Smith. They terminated.
Dumb.
That was it. Yeah, I know that was so stupid. So stupid. Hold on. Signings. Let's see. From the Packers.
It's not like Zadarius Smith is necessarily like one of those sack machine edge rushers. He's just really good at putting pressure on quarterbacks.
Right, exactly.
Which people kind of sleep on is how important pressures are as a stat.
I'm looking, but Devondre Campbell, they re-signed.
Smart.
Oren Burks.
No. Who?
I don't know. I'm just naming all of the transactions.
No, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking of something else. But either way, I feel like for the Packers to lose that much talent, that's like a hit. And especially with that Aaron Rodgers contract, it's hard to make any types of move, which I know now I'm handcuffed with that and the Deshaun Watson thing. But it's really hard to make anything happen when you have that much tied up in fucking one dude.
Right, exactly. And I mean, and you have a division that's pretty weak. So I mean, you lose ground on the division? No, but definitely the conference. I mean, for sure, you lost your best target. Who's your number one wide receiver now? Alan Lazard? Like,
they got to be drafting receivers heavy. No, Lazard's not even there. Did they tender him?
I thought they did.
Oh, all right. Well, Lazard's still there, but they have to be attacking the drafting receivers.
Yeah, there's no way that if they don't, that it's a failure of a job by Brian Cashman, right? Failure.
They got to get an edge rusher. They got to get a fucking receiver. They got to get everything.
They need a lot.
Like, effectively, they need so much to patch up that team. It's insane.
And he's still holding on. I don't understand. If they need so much, it's not a team you can win a Super Bowl with. Why are you still there? I don't get it. I don't understand.
No one does. No one understands it. Aaron Rodgers elevates those dudes, but like he still needed Tay. Like Tay made it easier.
Yeah, no kidding.
So now what? Say you have 3 years to win a Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers and no Davante Adams. So you got to find the next Davante Adams in the draft.
I mean, I don't know, maybe.
Ooh, all right. Let's see what Joe's got to say this time. What's the issue with Jordan Love since they seem to be committed to a terrible relationship with I'm going to be totally blunt about this. There was a point where I was like, you know what? If we don't get Baker, we don't get Deshaun Watson, might as well trade a low pick for Jordan Love, right? Get him in. If he doesn't work out, cool. I mean, he was a first-round pick. He has to have the talent. I'm really glad we have Deshaun Watson. I don't have to contemplate starting a year with Jordan Love, though. Man. I don't know what the issue is with Jordan Love. I mean, we've seen him in such a small sample size that it's just been hard to evaluate anything from him. But the Packers are also like, they put him out there against the Chiefs, I think last year, right? And it was like, cool, great, here we go. And then Aaron comes back, and it's fine. You get Aaron Rodgers, but like, are you ever going to give this kid a shot? Like, you don't spend first-round draft capital on a quarterback for him to play one game.
No, you don't.
Aaron Rodgers to the Patriots confirmed.
Oh God, I'm all set.
And then Mac Jones gets traded to Indy because they didn't want to trade him or some shit. I don't know.
All right. I don't fucking know. But talent hemorrhage in the conference. Uh, the NFC North is one of the weaker divisions now with Tay leaving, with Khalil Mack leaving. Um, I really could see that the Vikings push for that top spot in the division. I really could. I could see it. Um, Especially if Green Bay's defense comes down to earth a little more than they did in the postseason. They played a lot better than they normally do. They're usually like a middle of the road to like subpar defense. They played above their pay grade last season. I losing Zadarius Smith, they're going to come down. I think the Vikings have a really good chance of taking the division.
Yeah, I also think this is a good time for like the Lions to put their stamp on the division and like stomp down some shit. Like
it's true. You added DJ Chark, which is great. Another piece to put with Amon-Ra St. Brown, who is going to be a stud.
Let's not pretend like they didn't have a couple other good young pieces like Quintez Cephas, who's a weird ass name, but actually looked good those first couple of games before he got injured. Like they have talent there. DeAndre Swift, Hawk, like it's all there.
Yeah. That's the thing is Jared Goff your guy?
No. Don't ever say Jared Goff is their guy. Don't do that to anyone. Joe, stop it. Joe, stop it. Stop it.
He's got me.
For those of you who are watching right now, he says Lions winning the North easily, 18-0 season incoming. Stop it. Stop it. I want to talk about a sneaky loser. I don't know how much we have left. Tennessee Titans haven't really done a lot that blow me away. Like signing Ben Jones is good. Harold Landry is fine.
They released Julio, which again didn't really work out for them in the long run. So
they traded a second-round pick for a dude who played barely any games. Trenton Cannon, like who gives a shit? None of these moves, besides, Austin Hooper will be fine for them, but none of their moves blow me away and make it feel like, yeah, you guys flipped your fates and like your whole.
Right.
Kevin Byard can only do so fucking much out there.
I know he really can. It's. Oh my god. Yeah. No. I agree with you. I think that for for any team in the AFC that didn't make at least some sort of move to better themselves, lost in this offseason. The AFC has just gained so much talent back. It's insane. Chandler Jones, Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson stays in the conference. You're getting Devontae Adams. Again, I can keep going and going and going. Von Miller comes back to the conference.
How do you feel about having to face Von Miller twice a year on a young defensive line?
I don't know. I don't really think Von Miller makes a difference against the Patriots at this point.
He does when you guys decided to keep fucking Isaiah Wynn and not fucking Shaq Mason.
No, but that's the thing. Like, it's not going to make a difference because the Patriots' offensive line is just going to shit the bed this year. So it's not going to matter.
Oh, that's what you're saying.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Like having Von Miller versus not having Von Miller, it's not going to matter. Teams are still going to get to Mac Jones this season a lot more than they did last year.
I think honestly, if you guys don't make a move for a solid wide receiver one, you're going to end up in a situation where, because there's a lot of similarities, but you're going to end up in a situation where you failed Mac Jones's development and he doesn't end up living up to what we thought he could be.
Yeah, it's true. It is. And it's the one thing that Bill has not been able to do is get a solid wide receiver into the Patriots system via the draft.
You just got to wait. If George Pickens ends up at the Patriots, man, you're good. I'm telling you. Royce will attest to it too, but George Pickens is arguably the best receiver in this draft class. It's just an ACL injury that hindered him for 2 years.
All right.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk, Part 5.
Part 5. But we had a lot to unpack. Obviously, Deshaun Watson to the Browns, Devontae Adams to the Raiders, Khalil Mack, J.C. Jackson. a lot of other transactions we didn't even get a chance to talk about. But I mean, we've had so much. Obviously, Carson Wentz, the biggest trade news, game changing stuff here at Boda Sports. And Russell
I'm
Wilson.
feeling good, Zach.
And Russell Wilson. We didn't really talk about Russell Wilson. Like that's it's crazy. We've had so much in the past 3 days. Like, yes.
The question was, aren't the Pats rumored to be trading Trent Brown too? And that is a yes.
Hey, but we signed Ty Montgomery.
Fuck off with Ty Montgomery.
I'm. It's pushing the point, James.
I'm just so excited that we get a Patriots-Browns rematch this year. And I know I'm setting myself up for failure because the past two have been so bad. But now we got Deshaun.
Can I just sit the season out, not watch any football?
My favorite thing about that is going to be Deshaun notoriously plays up to the Patriots. Like the games where he played the Texans were like electric.
Always.
Or where you guys played the Texans, sorry.
Always. I know. Fuck you. All right. Well, listen. I got nothing else. I got no gas left in the tank for any transactional news, anything like that. I'm out.
I'm good. I'm satisfied in life.
All right. Well, thank you
Fuck
guys.
the city of Houston.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been Garbage Time with Boda. With me today, I had Chain Eating James. If you've been watching the show, you've been watching him eating this chain the entire time.
The entire time. I don't know I don't know why my higher brain told me to eat this chain, but here we are.
Entire time. You've just been gnawing on that thing.
Uh-huh.
Chewing on that. You know where to find us. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. We are on YouTube, TikTok. We are on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts. We're on anywhere that you can find a podcast. You can listen to us. We will be there. Like I've said in the past, check out our new video podcast on Spotify. If you love Spotify, you listen to Spotify, you can now watch us on Spotify. Boom. James. God damn it. So, again, thanks, guys, so much for tuning in. This has been Garbage Time. Love y'all. Stay soggy.
Stay beautiful. I love you.
Bye.